Right, the mobile reaches the starting point. The starter said go. Art Scene came away the best from Will Thrill. Sanity Claus nicely into stride, dropping back out wide. Mark of Distinction followed then by Beetle Man. They're followed then by Pass It to Billy, It's a History Maker. And Miss Presidential drops to the tail of the field. Sanity Claus took charge as they work off the back, led by a little over length now. The Art Scene is running second. Third spot on the outside then is Mark of Distinction. They're followed further back then now as they work into the straight by Will Thrill. Pass It to Billy, Beetle Man. Then It's a History Maker. Over the fence then is Miss Presidential. So the work past the judge. 2 circuits of travel. Sanity Claus on top. Will Thrill goes to second and the Death on the outside. Third spot is Art Scene, and then Mark of Distinction gets the 1-1 trail. They were followed then by Beetle Man around the outside of Pass It to Billy, It's a History Maker, and Miss Presidential is back at the tail. Up the back they go. Sanity Claus led the way out by half length now to the good of Will Thrill on the outside. Third spot on the fence then is Art Scene. 1 by 1 then is Mark of Distinction, and they were followed further back then by Pass It to Billy. Back on the outside there now is Beetle Man. They were followed further back by Miss Presidential, and It's a History Maker is back at the tail of the field. They work up towards the turn. The leader still is Sanity Claus from Will Thrill on the outside. Third spot on the fence is Art Scene. They were followed then by Mark of Distinction as they work into the straight. Beetle Man is 3 back in the running line. Over the fence, Pass It to Billy, It's a History Maker, and Miss Presidential. They run to the judge. Get the bell. 1 circuit to go. Sanity Claus taken on by Will Thrill around the outside. Third spot Art Scene. Then Mark of Distinction. They were followed further back then by Beetle Man. Around the outside of Pass It to Billy, It's a History Maker, and Miss Presidential is back at the tail of the field. Up the back they go. Sanity Claus the leader. 3 parts of length to Will Thrill on the outside. Art Scene looking for a way out off the fence, going up 3 wide in a hurry. Beetle Man around the outside of Mark of Distinction. Then It's a History Maker, and over the fence then last of all is Miss Presidential. They run off the back. Whipping up to go to the lead now is Beetle Man. It's shot clear of Sanity Claus. They're followed then by Art Scene under pressure. Further back then is on the outside of it there is Will Thrill, and they're followed further back then by It's a History Maker, but they're round the bend into the straight now, and the leader is Beetle Man. It's clear of Sanity Claus, followed then by Will Thrill, but Beetle Man is clear with 100 to go. It's coming away from Sanity Claus. Beetle Man goes on to beat Sanity Claus. Third in will be Will Thrill, just in front of It's a History Maker. Then Art Scene, followed then by Pass It to Billy, Miss Presidential, and the last one in is Mark of Distinction. So we stand by for the placings. Beetle Man, the winner, number 8.